Hi guys, I'm back. We're gonna get started. Oh, we got a lot of people here. Hi, Maria Isabella Aguilar. Hope I'm saying that correctly. We have Sharma Mathis from West USA in Arizona. Awesome. She said she just reactivated her license and she is excited about this app. I'm excited to be here with you and take you through it. Paul Tiercher, sorry guys, from Miami Beach, Florida location. Awesome. We just did a training with you guys not that long ago. Awesome. I hope you can hear me now, Asteria. Awesome. Okay, so great. We have a packed house. I think everybody is finally here. Thanks for testing out the questions box, some of you. If you joined later, my name is Rachel Palucci. I am the training and marketing lead here at SmarterAgent. I'm going to take you through how to get going with your apps today. And everyone will be on mute for the duration of the presentation. At the end, we'll do a Q&A. There is a questions box, so type in any questions that come up along the way. So I'm going to switch over back to my presentation, and I'm going to run you through this as quickly as possible so that we have time for questions at the end. So I think now more than ever, we can all agree we're living in a more virtual and mobile world. The world has changed. Everyone's working from home and on their devices 24/7, phones, iPads. Even before the world went through this switch, NAR did a survey in 2019 where 90% of homebuyers were using a mobile device when searching for their next home, agent, or firm. 70% of an agent's business was coming from their repeat and referral business, and 40% of people were finding their real estate agent through a referral from a friend or family member. So by aligning yourself with where your clients are searching, which is on their mobile devices, by having an app, you are on their devices 24/7, literally. And by them sharing it and recommending you via the app, it will really expand that sphere and your network. So, what is a real estate app? How can it help me? By having an app, you are already one step ahead of your competition, and taking the time to learn about it is a great first step. So you may be asking yourself, what is this app? How can it benefit me? A common misconception is that you can only use an app to capture new leads. With your new app, this is not the case. It's actually a great tool for you to share with not only new people that you're prospecting, but past clients and their sphere of influence as well. So let's get going so you can be app experts and help your clients better with their needs. So a little agenda today. One is why use an app and the benefits. Then we're going to go over logging in and activating your account and why that's so critical. I'm going to pull up a live app and we're going to go over the key features and functionality of your app and your Engage portal. And then why downloading and sharing with everyone that you know is so important. So to highlight a few key points about the app, one, your app is very easy to share and market. Two, it includes all listings from your MLS coverage area, even if you are not the listing agent, which expands your sphere of influence and increases your transaction size. The app itself will work on both Apple and Android products, including tablets and phones. And lastly, your app drives leads to you via calls, emails, and texts, which we will highlight more throughout the training today. Here's a side-by-side of the company app and an agent personalized version of the app. You'll notice they're very similar in design. It might look a little bit different than your firm's app because the colors are different, the logo might be a little bit different, but everything's generally in the same place. This is our sample kind of fake company, Hello Real Estate, that we use to train everybody. As we go through this presentation, it's important to note that we always want the agent to have their personalized version of their phone to utilize and share with clients. You'll know it's personalized because of the way you see it here, with either your name and your photo at the top, or at least your name at the top. If you don't see it this way and you just see the national logo at the top without your name, then you will need to follow the steps to personalize it. You should have gotten a welcome email in the past. If you need a new welcome email, we'll talk about how to get that in a minute. But again, if you're using the company app, your leads are going to go to the company. If you're using your personalized app, your leads and communications are going to come right to you via calls, emails, and texts. So it's super important to have your agent version downloaded. So let's get a little bit into how you can be successful and get started right away. These are the 3 simple yet key agent steps. So number 1 is download the app. Again, we want to make sure that the agent has their own personalized version downloaded and installed on their phone. Step number 2 is logging in as an agent. So you need to, we'll go over the steps in a minute, but log in as an agent, change your password because that activates your account and opens up other key features in the app. And then 3 is sharing. So this is kind of ongoing. If you meet somebody new, if you're prospecting somebody, you want to share your app. And you also want to reach out to all sphere of influence and past clients and tell them that you have this cool new tool, that you have an app. Especially those past clients are key, because if you share with them and you ask them to share, that's a recommendation for you, and that's expanding your network. So if you're doing this downloading plus logging in plus sharing, it will equal those increased repeat and referral results that as agents we're all looking for. Again, this is that welcome email I was talking about. Each agent will receive a welcome email. This email is very important to save because it contains your unique link to download your branded version of the app, not the company version. It contains instructions to get started, and these emails usually go out on Mondays. If you do need this email reset, please send an email to support@smarteragent.com right as it's seen here, and let them know your name, your email, and what firm you're with, and we can get a new one sent out to you so that you can download the personalized version of your app. So let me pause this for a second. We're going to get into some key app functionality. I am going to bring up a live sample version of the app. Again, the colors might be a little bit different, but generally everything is in the same place. So I do like to bring up a live version of the app because it helps us to just see a little bit better. Let me just do this really quick. Hold on one second, guys. I'm just opening a program that closed really quick for some reason. There we go. I'm gonna bring up a sample version. You'll see in a minute why it's so important. Because again, you can see what an app actually looks like in the phone, which is why I love this. So these are your 6 main nav buttons: the Engage portal, which you must be signed in to access, closest homes, closest rentals, open houses, advanced search, and new listings. Down here, your app is GPS enabled. So if you're driving around a neighborhood or if your client's driving around a neighborhood, it's going to pull up whatever is for sale closest to them. So even if there's no for sale sign and there's no, nothing outside, it'll still pull that up and show your clients what's for sale. This is great with this hot market, the new to market tag, for sale active. The status updates every 15 to 20 minutes in your app. So that is going to be the hottest property information. So you can, again, search by the closest homes button, which will give you a list of all the closest homes. But you also have the ability to use this search bar to search a certain neighborhood. So I am going to search a really beautiful neighborhood that I love by me called Haddonfield, New Jersey. It pulls up all these most beautiful homes. Again, you can see its status, if it's new to market, for sale active, under contract, etc. And then you can see some images, the price, and then if you click on it with your finger, it opens up the full property details. So you can see all the images. If you scroll down, there is the entire description and everything that you might want to know about this property. If you're logged in as an agent and say, oh my gosh, this is so perfect for one of my clients, I want to contact the listing agent, you click that phone. And as the agent, you have the ability to reach out to the listing agent to set something up. Your clients and prospects can only contact you if you're using the app. So that's a huge advantage. of directing your clients to use the app over a Zillow, is they're only going to be able to reach out to you. If your clients are driving around and this house comes up, but they're not exactly sure how to get there, you can just tell them, hey, click the nav button. It will open up that home right in your phone's map app, and it will literally drive you via GPS to that property. So I love that. If they wanted to refine their search a little bit more, those 3 lines at the bottom help them to adjust the price, beds and baths, the property type, if it's active or pending, if there's an open house, price change, new listings, home size, etc. So they can hone in a little bit more. If you wanted to share this directly with somebody, a client, you can click share, and you have the ability to text or email it directly to a client. And you also have the ability to share specific listings right to your social media. So if I wanted to share this on Facebook as a little free advertisement, I could share it right to my Facebook page, and I can write something about it, but it gives a picture and all of that information, and it's free right from your app, free advertising. So I love that. And then you have the ability, and your clients, once they set up an account, have the ability to save properties and also get notifications about it. So if they want to get notifications, they can say, let me know when there's a price change, when there's an open house, or when it's off market. And then they can choose the frequency. So if they want to get it instant, daily, or weekly, maybe they don't want to get it every single day, but just weekly, that's pretty cool. And then they can get it via their email or push notifications. If you're saving this for yourself, say you're searching for a bunch of clients and you're just going to save a bunch of stuff, you click save. And then you can go back to your home screen, click these 3 lines in the upper left, and that opens your expanded menu where there's even more cool stuff in here. So if you go to saved favorites, where that heart is, click save listings, it pulls up every listing that you have saved. So that's really awesome if you're searching for a bunch of clients, because then you can make a list and then you can click on that and share that right to one client, text it right to them. Hey, I have something I think that's perfect for you. You can go down to the next one. Oh, this is perfect for that other client. So I'm going to share that right to them, text that right to them. This is really cool too. A new feature that many MLSs are offering and that works with your app as well is virtual tours. So if you click on that virtual tour, it goes right from the app and links to any virtual tours that you might have. So your app is just another way to advertise your virtual tours. So say your client is searching in a certain neighborhood, but they're searching for a couple specific streets. So they think this is pretty cool, but they want to search some other stuff in that same area. They can switch over to the map view. So there's a little map in the upper right. They can click on that. And then they can use the map draw feature. And so if they click on map draw right from there, they can take their finger and circle just that area, and everything in that area will pop up. And it brings up a little, I'm going to go to an even more expanded area. So I'm going to search all of Haddonfield, and then I'm going to click the little map in the upper right and click map draw, take my finger, circle it around those like 10 streets that I want to search in, and there we go, everything pops up. So then if you toggle over one of those little price points, it brings up like almost like a quick view, and then if you click on the image with your finger, it takes you again to those full property details. If you go into the expanded menu right here, or also on your main nav is the open house button. So you can search all open houses in your area, or you can choose a specific location. Again, I'll go in Haddonfield and see what comes up in there. Or if I just want to generally click open houses, I'll search all of them. All of the open houses come up that are happening, this weekend or this week. So this one looks really cool. If I click on the date, or if your client clicks on the date, which is really important, this little add open house to calendar question pops up. And I love this because I do this all the time. I add it to my calendar, and then 30 minutes before the open house, it sends me a reminder. So I love that because sometimes I'm outside playing with my kids, and then the reminder pops up on my calendar, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I throw the kids in the stroller, run over to the open house, and it's so fun. So that's a really great way to advertise your open houses. So I'm going to switch it back very quickly. So that's everything. You can search by new listings. If you want just what's new to market, I know in these super hot markets, that's another really great thing to search by. And then if we see if there's anything I left out in this expanded menu, I just want to show you guys where the share app button is in here. If you scroll down, because this gives you the ability to text or email your app link to anybody. So if you meet somebody and you're like, hey, give me your number, let me text you something really cool. It's a cool new home search tool. Boom, you send it right to their phone. They download it. You have their information. They have yours. And that lead is secured. So I love that. You can also send it to their email. And they can start searching right away. And they have your picture and your name with them at all times. There's also a mortgage calculator in here. And the login button is in here. So I just want to show you guys one more time how to get to the login button. 3 lines in the upper left. Scroll down and click login. I am logged in, but we will go through the login instructions very shortly. Again, I'm going to switch back over to my presentation and stop mirroring my phone. 1 second to take it back to my main screen. There we go. Awesome. So I want to take you guys through logging in and why that's so important and the quick steps to log in. Logging in is so important because once you're logged in, you have the ability to contact the listing agent, and your clients can only contact you. And then you also have the ability to access your Engage portal, which is where you can see everything that your clients are searching and saving. So here are the steps to log in, and this is login/activation. So again, open that expanded menu. This is what I wanted you guys to see, where to click login, and you scroll down to login and you click that. When you get to this next screen, you're going to be tempted to put in something here. Don't do that yet. Go down to the bottom and click agent login. Then you will put in your email and the password engage, just as it's shown here, as your temporary password, and click login. You'll then go and check your email, and there will be an email from SmarterAgent. There's an activation link in there, which is going to ask you to change your password. So change your password, make it something that you'll remember and something secure. This also activates your account. So then you're going to go back, put in your email and your new password, and click login. You'll know you're successfully logged in if you see Engage Portal in your menu. So this lengthy process is just the first time that you log in and activate your account. It will keep you logged in unless you get a new phone or for some reason have to reinstall, but it generally keeps you logged in. So combining your sphere of influence plus your app can exponentially grow your sales. Let's look at how. The more you share your app with all contacts and past clients, the more referrals you'll receive. So again, super easy. Like I showed you guys, click that share app button, and then you have the ability to text, email, or share your app to social media. Each agent also gets their own app landing page that you can send out via your unique code. And then on this page is also a QR code that is unique to each agent. QR codes are super popular right now, especially with people not wanting to touch things. Here's a little hack. If you have your app and you've been using it for a while, but you're not sure where to get your app link to share with people, you go into the expanded menu and you click that share app button, and then you're going to choose email, and you're going to email the app to yourself. So then when you open your email and you have that email from your app to yourself, this is your unique app link. So you can copy this and paste this anywhere. You can send it to people. You can hyperlink it to your email signature. You can put it on your website, whatever. Also, if you click it, it will bring you to your own app landing page. And this is, again, something you can send to people. This is where you can grab that QR code. So you want to make sure that once you get there, you bookmark it. Oops. Anyone can also text your unique text code to your company's assigned number to download via text. If you're not sure what your assigned phone number is, contact the account manager at your firm. Here's a little visual of how your app is always working for you. I just like to show this because it just kind of shows how your app can expand your sphere of influence. So here you are, you're getting ready to text, email, and call everyone in your sphere of influence and tell them about this awesome new tool that you have, your app. You're going to start with past clients. So you start with past client Bob. You did a great transaction with him about 5 years ago. You know he's had a couple kids and he's kind of looking to get something a little bit larger. You text it to him and you give him a call and check in and say, hey, Bob, I just sent you my new app. It's a really awesome search tool. It updates every 15 to 20 minutes. You can send me properties right through the app. You can favorite stuff, save stuff, etc. Excuse me, play around with it. And if you like it, share it with anybody and please recommend me. So Bob, of course, is going to share it with his wife. She downloads it. They're searching back and forth. They're having a lot of fun searching together. They send you some stuff. Carol shares it with her coworker, Mary, who's kind of looking in the same neighborhood. Mary decides she's not ready to move out of the city to the burbs just yet, but she knows her son, Chad, is, so she shares it with Chad. Chad sees a couple cool properties. He texts you them right from the app. You set some appointments up. He also shares your app with his friend, Jim. Jim is searching, having a lot of fun in the app, shares it with his girlfriend, Tina. Tina downloads. They're now both searching and sending you stuff. So you only shared with this one person, past client Bob, and now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people to follow up with. Imagine if you shared with 10 past clients, 20 past clients with Bob, and you asked them to share the love and recommend you. Your app is a representation of yourself. It's essentially your digital business card. So the more the people share it and you, the more leads you're going to have to follow up on, expanding that network. Again, when you click Share App, you have the ability to text, email, and share it to your social media. And then you always want to encourage clients to create an account of their own as well, because once they do, they have the ability to save and favorite properties, set up those notifications like I showed you, and also just be in constant contact with you. Again, once you're logged in, agents can contact the listing agent to set up an appointments and such, and clients using the app can only contact you. And you want to start marketing your app. So you can download via your app link, your QR code, add it to all of your marketing materials, link it to your email signature, put it on your regular business cards if you're still using those. Put your QR code on your open house flyers. This is another great one. I had somebody tell me the other day that after one of my trainings, they put their QR code and listed the benefits of their app on their social media and got 10 downloads in one day alone. But I say don't just post about it once, post about it about once a month. Put it into your larger social media plan. You know, people don't remember something you posted about it 2 days ago, let alone 2 months ago. So just keep putting it out there. Here's a little hack to obtain your QR code that's super easy. Again, go to that personalized agent landing page, hover your mouse over the QR code. That's a close-up of it, and right-click or control-click on a Mac, and this little menu pops up, and you're going to choose Save Image As. And then you have the ability to save that image on your desktop. Save it as whatever you want. If you want to save it as my app QR code, whatever, as a PNG, and then you can place it on any marketing materials that you're going to have printed up, or your website or your social media, whatever. Put it wherever you want. It is the link to your app. So what is your Engage portal? Let's get a little bit into what your Engage portal is. So by logging in, you get access to your Engage portal, which gives you actionable insights into how consumers are using your app. It consists of MobiBoard, which is an overall summary of usage, Timeline, which is like a real-time Facebook newsfeed, if you will, of everything that's happening in your app, and then Client. And that builds an individual profile for each one of your agents. Again, you want to make sure that you see Engage Portal. If you don't see that, it means that you're not logged in as an agent. So you need to go through that login process to make sure that that's correct. And then you will have the ability to toggle between MobiBoard, Timeline, and Client. So let's go over some key features of MobiBoard. If you ever wanted to know, you start using your app and you want to know how engaged your users are, what are the hottest properties in your market, and how you compare to your peers, then that's MobiBoard. So the first thing you want to do, I can't stress this enough, when you get into your Engage portal, is change the date range. This defaults to only 1 day before, so you always want to make sure that you're changing it to, you click on here and you can take it back a couple months. And then you'll realize how much more activity comes up. So you can see how many new users you have, unique users, how many times your app's been opened, how many times it's been shared, and how many times, how many leads you're getting via calls or emails too. If you scroll down, there's an activity score. This activity score corresponds with a dot next to your user's name. So green means they're super active. If this person, however, had a yellow or red dot by their name, it would signal you to reach out because it means that their search has slowed down. So if there's a red or yellow dot next to somebody's name in my app, I give them a call. I say, you know, are you still looking? Is there any way that I can help you? So it's a good indicator on if things have picked up or slowed down. You also get a leaderboard of the most viewed properties in your entire MLS for a market snapshot. And then you can see everyone in your company and how many users they have. So if Jenny Henner here had 25 users or 65 users or whatever, that might signal you to step up your game and start sharing your app a little bit more. Let's go over some key features of Timeline. If you've ever wanted to know the right time to reach out, where your users are searching, or which properties they're saving, Timeline is where it's at. So when you select Timeline, this will bring up that Facebook news feed of everything that's happening in your app. You have the ability to see, you know, then if you click on either the number or the name of somebody, it will take you to their client profile. If you've ever wanted to know what your clients want but aren't telling you, then you can see their client detail. So this gives you, again, you can adjust the date range here if you want, everything that this particular person is searching. So it gives you their name, their email, the last time they opened, the first time they opened, all the price ranges that they viewed, and all the zip codes that they viewed. So by looking at this person's profile, you know exactly the price range they're looking in and exactly the neighborhood they're looking in. So that when you follow up, you can send the perfect properties. You can also see their most viewed properties, which is huge because you can see exactly the style that they're looking for. And then this is my favorite part, recommended properties. It pulls up recommended properties based on all those zip codes and price ranges. And then you can cuts down on so much search time for you in your MLS. You can just grab these, send them right to Kim right from here. And you're really tailoring the perfect properties to her style. So why use the Engage portal? It's designed to help you stay ahead of your client's needs. It's a complete overview of activity and granular detail. And again, that information updates in real time. Every 15 to 20 minutes, that new to market or that active or that pending is going to update. So you will never have any stale information in your app. So what can you do to start right now? Make sure that, again, number one, you download your own personalized version of your app. Number two, you want to make sure that your clients are creating an account and that you are going through that login process to activate your account. And number three is ongoing. You want to make sure that you're checking your Engage portal daily to see if anyone new is on, if anyone shared, what people are searching for, because then that gives you all that information to be able to follow up with the right kind of properties. And number five, let's get those 5-star reviews in the App Store. If people start using your app and they're loving it, ask them to leave you a review. It's like almost getting another positive testimonial, and you look pretty tech savvy. So I'm going to open it up to some questions. I'm going to check the questions box, put my webcam back on. Hi, guys. Let me take a peek. And if any questions came through that's pertaining to the group. I think Maria said we can share. Yes, sharing is one of the #1 things that you want to do with your app. It's a really great way to get that out there. Yes, you can, Maria, again, to answer your question, you can share any specific listing that's in your app. If you pull up the listing, there's a little heart at the bottom. You click that and you have the ability to text or email that to any specific clients. And then you also have the ability to share that specific listing to your social media. I hope that helps. Again, yes, sharing that specific listing right to your Facebook page. And you can change the description, or you can add to the description, and it has a little like thumbnail photo and the description in the MLS. Yes, Engage Dashboard is the same as the Engage portal. Some companies call it, this is for everybody, this training. So some companies call it the Engage portal and some companies call it the Engage Dashboard. So yes, you must be Realty One group, I'm thinking, Sharma, maybe. The agent timeline is in your Engage portal. Oh, Maria asked, even if the listing is for another agent, can you share it to Facebook? Yeah. If it's in your MLS and it shows up in your app, you can share away. No problem, Maria. Thank you. Sharma's with West USA. Okay, cool. Yes, Maria asked if you will get a recording. Yes, everyone within 24 hours who registered for this will get a recording of it. Asteria, do you want me to talk you through, let me pull up my phone again and I can show you the app. Hold on one second. And I can show you where the timeline is. I'm just gonna cast it for you guys. 1 second. Adjust my sharing. Okay. So there we go. So here again is my sample app. If you click Engage Portal, which I'm gonna do, give it a second. I'm again gonna want to adjust that date range. So I'm gonna go back a few months because I like to see a lot of action. This is just a test app, so there's not a ton in here. So I just adjusted my date range. And then there's 3 lines in the upper right-hand corner, and I'm going to click on those 3 lines. And then that pulls up Mobi Board, Timeline, and Client. So I'm going to click Timeline. Give it a second. And then everything pops up that my clients have been searching or saving. I hope that helped. There you go. I hope that helps. Awesome. Anybody else have any other questions? Again, I can't stress enough when you get the recording to go through it at your own pace. Have your app open, pause, try different things, you know, do the logging in slower. Just go through it. This is a lot of information. We do part 2 next week, so I always suggest do part 1, play with your app for a week, and then sign up for next week's session. That's more about the marketing and the sharing of the app. This is really just getting you logged in and downloaded and started. Cool, no problem, Asteria, you're welcome. Sharma said, how do I add a photo to the app? Your agent photo or property photos? The leaderboard of unique users just shows how many people everyone in your firm has using their app. I hope that helps. The My MLS section. I think that shows every agent in your MLS. Agent. Okay, so if you, Sharma, this is to answer Sharma's original question about adding an agent photo. You would have to do that, depending on what firm you're with. Howard Hanna doesn't have photos, they just have names. Some companies just have names. If you're with a firm that does have photos, then your app admin at your company adds your photo. So you can email whoever the admin or person who handles the app within your firm is. Whew, you guys got a lot of questions today. Thank you, Sharma. Awesome, guys. We have about 2 more minutes for questions. Anybody else? So again, I'm going to put my presentation back up here. I'm going to take my phone off. So I also run the social media for SmarterAgent. So if anyone wants to follow along, I post a lot of app spotlights or tips, or when we're having specialty webinars. We're having a specialty webinar this Wednesday at 2 p.m. on how to master virtual tours, open houses, and showings. And we have 3 live panelists from Platinum Partners in Chicago, Berkshire Hathaway Blake, and Coco Early and Associates. So that's this Wednesday at 3 p.m. And if you go to smarteragent.com/webinars, you can sign up for that. You can also sign up for next week's part 2 to this session, and that will take us through more of the marketing and the sharing of the app. Let's see if any more questions came through. Thank you, Sharma. Yes, again, one more time, everyone will get a recording of this emailed to them within the next 24 hours. I hope that helps, Asteria. Again, so follow me on social media. Instagram is at SmarterAgent Mobile. Facebook is at SmarterAgent. And again, I post a lot of tips and tricks, agent spotlights, so top agents who are using the app and loving it. And when we're having specialty webinars coming up, so you can snag a seat, and how to get access to even more awesome resources. So again, anyone else have any other questions? 1 more minute for questions. If not, I hope to see you next week or on Wednesday with our live panelists. I'm so excited. This is the first workshop we are doing with live top agents giving their tips, and they are awesome. So I hope to see everybody there. So guys, if you want to sign up for other webinars, go to smarteragent.com/webinars. Thank you. Take a quick peek to see who's followed so far. I will follow you back. And if I see you're using your app, I will try to reshare it. Oh, hi, Sharma. Just followed you back. Awesome, guys. See you either later this week, Wednesdays, or next week for part 2. Awesome. Have a great one, and look up for the recording.